Here at Mackie Lake House, we love setting our tea on the veranda overlooking the lake. Today is a beautiful sunny day, and so this is where we're going to set our table. We're going to pick now a tablecloth to go on our table. We use 2 tablecloths here. We put an under one on first that kind of covers the table and is underneath. We use, for this purpose, we're going to use a lacy one today. And then on the top, we're going to put a little square one. So there too, we have a collection of different types of embroidered ones, and we'll pick one and we'll show you which one we pick in a minute.
Do you want some help with that?
Sure. Oh, yeah, they're not ready.
So you want to make sure when you're putting your under tablecloth on that it's even all the way around. Putting the top tablecloth on, if you have another person to help you, is good, but if not, just make sure that you kind of start from the center and smooth it out, and you're going to put it at an angle so that the little triangles, the corners of the tablecloth, are going to be in the middle of your sides. You're setting your table. One of the things you need to do is go to your drawer and find your napkins. We happen to have a really lovely collection, but whatever you have will be fine. So find a couple that you like and match them to your tablecloth. At Mackie House, we have a lovely collection of teacups. You might not have as many at your house, but just go in and pick the ones that you want to use for this particular tea. Ruth is going to select a collection of 2 teacups, and maybe we should show you how to stack teacups while we're at this.
Oh, the way we do this.
Yeah, so if you have teacups and you want to be able to fit them into your drawer, you stack the saucers, and then you take the actual cups.
And you make sure the handle's on the right, and then it fits into the mouth of the next cup. And you do that all the way around. And if the reason I like the handles on the right is because then the main design of the teacup is on the upper side. If I flip this over, it's not as, notice the designs are more subtle. They're the backs of the teacup.
All right, so we've selected our teacups, and now that we're going to select a lunch plate to go with it, and then we'll be ready to set them on the table.
So many to choose from. Or what about these ones? What do you think, Christine? These go kind of pretty with those teacups, I think.
Sure, that looks like a really nice combination.
Having selected our knives, we are now going to look for little teaspoons to go on our teacups. And we just want the little delicate ones. Let's get 2 matching ones. There we go. And a couple bigger spoons for our Devonshire cream and jam. They don't have huge spoons, just some nice size to scoop our Devonshire cream and jam.
Okay, let's go set the table. And so to set the table, wherever your place settings are going to be, in this case we're setting a table for 2. So you can see the lunch plate goes down, and then the teacup, you notice how Ruth adjusted the handle on that. So that the nicest view of the teacup is facing the plate. So the handle goes to the right. Sorry for all of you left-handed folks. And then the teaspoon goes onto there, and then we're just going to leave those other spoons on there for when we actually put the food on the table. And so we're going to give you the basic napkin first.
And you can put your napkin either beside the plate or on the plate. I like to put it beside so we can still see how pretty the plate is.
Okay, so to do a fancier version of a napkin.
And this is a perfect napkin if you want to set it on the plate. It's just a really pretty little fold, and it's quite easy to do. You fold it in half diagonally, and then you roll it like this, and then you flip it over, and you roll it this way. Boop, 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 boop. Happy little folds. And you take this part, and you're just gonna tuck it under, and then you spread this, which becomes the bottom, and you have this sweet little rose. Very easy, and it looks so pretty in the center of the plate.
So it's early spring and you might not have lots of flowers in your garden yet. Don't despair. It does not have to be a flower. You could use parsley. So here we've got parsley and chives.
And cilantro.
And so we're going to tuck that into our little silver sugar dish that we're now using as a vase. You can use herbs. You can use, if you have just like really pretty trees with pretty leaves, you can use those. If you're going outside in the neighborhood or out somewhere where there's natural things. Right now the Saskatoons are blooming. You could use Saskatoons or natural blooms to create this. And then we've just got these chives, which we're going to just snip off, and then we'll stick those in the top. And because they're a bit taller and a bit spiky, they just add, and so now we have this lovely little arrangement that will sit on our table. We have our flower arrangement for the center of our table, and then Ruth has put together some other things that we're going to need on our table. So Ruth, can you tell us what else you've got?
So you want to get some really pretty things that probably are hiding in the back of your cupboard that were your grandma's, and just whatever you can find that is special to you is important. This cream and sugar I think will go nice with our arrangement. We're fortunate here at Mackie House, we have lots of selections, so I picked that cream and sugar to go with the arrangement. When we're serving our Devonshire cream or our jams, we have such a selection of dishes we could put it in. You can pick out a dessert cup like this that you might have, or a wine glass works, even a little sherry glass if there's just a couple of you that you can just put a little bit of jam in, or these really neat antique soup bowls, and they were for consomme and just those really delicate soups. They're the two-handled ones, and we think they would make adorable dishes for serving Devonshire cream. So we'll put a couple of these on our tray to go out. And then of course you would want some water to go with your tea. And so we picked some fancy glasses we had in the cupboard, and you can just find some of your favorites to put on your table. Anything you use that makes you feel special is the right thing to use. Okay, so then when we're thinking about serving our, whatever it is we're serving, and for our little tea we're having, we'll just do scones. But if we're doing fancy sandwiches or desserts, we want a selection of pretty plates. This is just a nice little serving plate. That is one of the china sets we have. And then we have, of course, the tiered trays. This is a 2-tier, we have 3-tier, and anything you can have. And did you know you can actually buy these parts and make a tiered tray of your own? You'll have to look that up online. Okay, we discovered these hiding in this drawer. Can you imagine these? These are sugar cubes with this beautiful royal icing piped onto them. There's a few sets of them in here. We have no idea how old they are or where they came from, but they're so special and precious.